Okay, today is... I can't do it. Today's November 24th, 2018. It is a Saturday morning. It's 11 o'clock. Just timestamps. Not a lot of timestamps. I worked out with Chuck today, but that's not really a timestamp. Going to X-Wing thing, that's not really a timestamp. It's Small Business Day, and that's like, that's something. This is also near the time I considered buying the Corridor Digital t-shirt. It looks pretty clean, pretty clean, I have to say. Like even if you take away like the logo of Corridor Digital and then just kind of slapped on, let me put center that low, yeah, and then you just kind of slapped on their thing, it looks pretty good. Like, it looks pretty good. It's got like this low poly Hawaiian thing, but it's in the Corridor Digital and this matte black long sleeve, and it's got Corridor Digital on the side. It looks clean. But what was I talking about? I came up here, I turned this on for a reason. Whatever. This has been happening. I've been trying to record something for the past 2 days, and I wanted to record me carving out wood, but it didn't flow, you know? So, for whatever reason, the battery was dying, so I pressed record. I had this whole conversation about this and that. It was like about League and Sasha and, you know, life, and get that out of the frame. It was good. It was a good 10 minutes, solid 10 minutes. What's it called? What am I trying to say? But it just didn't record, so I just was talking to nothing for a while. And the same thing with my phone. So hopefully today nothing bad happens. All right. Very cool introduction out of the way. Super cool. Glad. I know you're like, oh yes. I was wondering what happened the last 2 days. The last I checked, 4 people, well, 2 I think it is, who listened to the last 2 videos, and I was like, what? Why are you listening? Which is why I've been throwing, this is why I've been throwing the last few videos in that old camera, that 420p or 620 or 6 something, because then no one will watch it, you know? And I'm like, who's watching this? I don't know. But then again, I did put like hashtags out of there on the video, but just out of like, you know, instinct, I think more. I'm not instinct, but just out of habits. Put a video, put some things on there. But I just find it interesting that, like, people watched for a period of time, which I find it's whatever. It's, you know, the moment I press upload, it's no longer my video, it's the world's. So can't really do much about that, and I chose to do it too, so I can't really complain. Yeah, life is interesting. You know what's interesting? My life right now is I feel stagnant. You know. I feel stagnant. I mean, like, I know I'm moving forward, like, but I don't see it, so I feel stagnant. Like, I've been working out with Chuck, and I've been getting sore, like, every day. Not every day, but every time we work out. And so that means I'm busting up muscles, and I'm gonna get swole soon, you know? This is gonna be these noodles. Not these pool noodles are no longer going to be my arms. It's going to be, you know, Michael Phelps flaps. It's going to go like that, you know? But I don't see it. So, and it's like I haven't been tracking my progress, which is something I got to do. I should probably buy Chuck's, like, workout app thing. But he works out more than me, so I don't know how good it'll be. Maybe it'll just be like a pen and paper. Old school. Something like that, just so I can start graphing out what's going on, you know? I think that'll be pretty good. And but I should do that. Yeah. You know, what was the other thing that was on my mind? The other thing that was on my mind was I was thinking about with the whole Brett Kavanaugh thing. Yeah, that's a little throwback. With the whole Brett Kavanaugh thing, like he had a calendar diary, which I thought was every day he wrote down the biggest things. He wrote down who he interacted with. And so that helped him out a little bit in his case and whatnot and stuff like that, which I found pretty cool and interesting. And I was thinking, how can I do that for myself? And like, I don't want to write. I can barely write my journal. Like I bought myself 3 journal books. I wrote in the first 5 to 10 pages. By the way, Sasha, if you're listening, you're never going to see those books. But you know, I wrote like 5-10 pages in the books, lost the book, found them again, but never decided to. I carry them with me, I hold them with me, but I never write in them, you know? And I'm always so particular about it. I treat the paper as precious for some stupid reason. I need to just not care about the paper. I care way too much. I'm like, this book is for this thing, and I gotta write this thing in there, and I gotta just let it go. I just gotta write, because I don't write. I don't write at all. And I see it like when I text, you know, like I don't know. I like the word. I have the vocabulary word. I have the word in my head, but I don't have it in my knowledge of spelling it. So I have to like embarrassingly like turn on the voice recognition and be like, ambidextrous, and it's like over enunciated. It's like, oh, it's 3 C's and a Y, and you know, I don't know how to spell ambidextrous or ambidextrous. Like I don't even know how to properly pronounce it, but I know what it means, and you know, two-hand thing. But yeah. So I gotta figure that out. And I gotta figure out how to slowly put weight on. You know what I'm saying? Like life-wise. Because like the moment I start getting good at something, will immediately put a new thing on me. So I'm just always pushing weight. And I guess that's just life, or I don't know. But at the same time, I've felt stagnant, you know? Like I haven't seen any fruits of labor lately, you know? Like, I got better at League out of nowhere. Like, I was like, I'm like good at this game all of a sudden, and I contribute in team fights, and I'm map aware. Even when I'm losing, I can still like do this, and this, you know? So, but anyways, yeah, I don't know. But like, it's such an, I can't put on a resume, I can't brag, but like, oh, in the jungle on Evelyn, I can go 14-3, you know? I can't do that. I can't do that. That's not there's no way to show off video games unless you're in, that's what I find so interesting about the video game bubble, you know? It's a bubble. If you're in the bubble, there's this pyramid of like KDA and then like all this other stuff and like prowess and how good or bad you are at the game and how fun you can be while playing it. But you can't take that anywhere else. You know what I'm saying? You know, and you get all these ingrown references, but as opposed to learning how to have that same mindset. But that's what I struggle with, because you can still learn things from video games. There's a lot of great life lessons that I learned from playing League. In general, and I think that's just part of my personality, which I hate saying that, like, my personality is strong, powerful, and independent, you know, like, I don't like people like that, and so it's weird when I hear myself say, that's just me, you know, but anyways, but I do believe a piece of my character, personality, is that, you know, I tend to look for knowledge and wisdom where it's probably not, and I just dig too deep on something. But, you know, like, I'm just like, a window, but the window represents the thinly veiled, you know what I'm saying? Like, stupid stuff like that. And it's like super motivational at the moment, but then I'll forget about it in 3 weeks. And, like, when someone talks about windows, I'll have like that thing, but I won't have the full. Anyways, who cares? League, you know, and video games. Like, I think there are good lessons you can learn. I think it's just difficult to properly translate them into a social setting with other people, and like, because it's like hard to be like, you know, in the office, like, yeah, and then Jason came down top, if you know, like, when are you gonna gank me? Like, you know, it's hard to translate that, I guess. How you would do it is get really deep down. You'd have to dig deep on, you'd have to dig pretty deep on, like, the core value of what it is, and you'd have to write down the jokes you have and stuff like that, which is something I need to get back into, because it was funny, because I was writing down, okay, this is a sidetrack again, I was writing down jokes for a long time, like any little, like, even if I knew it wasn't funny, but I thought it was funny, kind of thing, you know, I didn't know how to, like, how do I tell someone this joke? If I had something funny, I would write it down, and then, like, I remember I was listening to the thing about Pete Davidson and this and that, and I was like, and when he broke up with Ariana, and I was like, oh, I have a joke here. Oh, this is like funny, and like it was like I was like oddly excited about, you know, writing a joke about this, and it was like intelligent. I'm like, oh, this is smart. This is good commentary. I was like, ha. I have a minute now, you know, if I were to go on set, and so I should get back on that, because as bad as the jokes were, I felt progress, and I was looking at things in different ways, like how would I spin this in a funnier way, and so and I realized it because in conversation when I would be with the guys while playing League, like political things would happen, and I wouldn't just bring up the generic political joke, like the Elizabeth Warren thing, where she was like, you know, 1/24,000th Native American or whatever, like nothing basically. And she wasn't even, anyways. So like instead of just saying like, I have blah 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 this and this, you know, like joking about it, you know, just the generic joke that you've seen around the political sphere. Like I forgot what it was, but I actually made like an honest comment on it that was applied in a unique way, aside from the other things, and I got like laughs from my friends, and I was like, this is good. This is good content. This is good, you know. So I gotta get back on my joke game, you know. And it's interesting. Life is interesting, man. I've been trying to treat life like a video game more, and stop like treating it like it doesn't matter. I've been trying to think of that 5-year plan. Like I realized the value of, oh, what's your next 5 year? What are you going to see yourself in 5 years? And like, that's not the whole point of that. Isn't to necessarily set goals. I mean, yes, it is to set goals, but more so, I think it's to scare you. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I've been adding, like, if I continue to do X for 5 years, where would I be? Do I want to be that? So if I continue to just develop League of Legends, you know, and no other talents, just working in League and video games and done, like, all I would be is, like, you know, gold or diamond in League, and that's it, you know? Like, nothing truly impressive. My piano skills stay exactly where they are, my art skills, so I've been trying to push myself to make time, you know? Which I get, you know, rise and grind, which I've been doing. It's so funny, man, because I shouldn't say I hate. I think that culture of the whole rise and grind and, you know, like, you know, live your best life, you know, live with no regrets. There is no tomorrow. Tomorrow isn't guaranteed. That's why you gotta live today like it's your last day. You know, like things like that. I think it's so ridiculous, and it's so like, it's so void of fatherly love, you know, because it's like that's what it is. I think that people who have that thing, the people who tend to cling to that culture, who I know, just don't have fathers in their life. Like, that's what it is. And so, because I've noticed that, like, I'll look to other people for, like, advice, and I'll do this and this and this, and I don't know what to do, and I'll feel lost, and I'll feel like I'm in a tailspin, and I'll just ask my dad, and he'll be like, yeah, don't do that, that's stupid, go do this thing, you're better at this, and then I just do it, and my life is 20 times better off that I just listened to him. And so I think they're looking for that specific set of information that is catered to them. And that's why I think the people who cling to that, you know, like rise and grind mentality of, like, you know, inspirational quotes, you know, big money minded quotes kind of thing, you know, business quotes on Twitter. I think they cling to that is because it may not be the poignant thing that they need, but at least it's guiding them. You know what I'm saying? It's narrowing their search bar more. Having a dad, I think, gives you like this. You can be like, this is a good dad. You can be like, boom, laser. The dude knows you. He's been seeing you since like this big. So he knows what you need. He knows your talents. He knows your failures. He knows your weak points. He knows your limits. You know what I'm saying? And he can encourage you to push yourself in a better way. And so, this whole thing. Anyways, it's about 15 minutes and 34 seconds. Bit of a ramble. I'm not even finishing the thoughts, but in summary, I'm gonna play X-Wing in a few minutes. Life's pretty good, as difficult as it is. I'm trying to manage my talents well and invest them. And I'll see you later. Have a good one. Don't Christmas too hard now. That's my catchphrase right now. Don't Christmas too hard. I'm gonna say it at the end of every video from now on until the end of Christmas. And then I'm gonna say don't New Year's Eve too hard. And then I'll say don't spring too hard. It's a crap trash catchphrase. I need to think of a better thing. I need an outro. I need a way to say goodbye. So I'm just gonna say goodbye.